I have a stray eyebrow. Well, at least a stray hair on my eyebrow. I don't know if that happens as guys get older or what. Hey guys, back with another video. This is just gonna be a bit of a rambling video. I really don't even know what to talk about, to be honest. Um, Different happenings. I don't know. My life right now is, I don't know, basically average. I mean, it's not full of thrills and excitement, really. Woohoo! um, I don't know. Well, I had Sunday off and Monday off, which is a very rare occurrence, and that was only because I put in the time for that. Maybe about 2 months ago, a taco potluck at church, and then I had a doctor's appointment yesterday. No, was it yesterday? No. I'm sorry. Day before yesterday. Today's Wednesday. So I had my normal days off, Tuesday, Wednesday. So, I mean, almost like a little mini vacation, which is, 4 days is cool with me, if anything. 5 days, okay. After that, I don't know. It depends on what we're doing and if it's really, really needed. But no, there was no vacay. It was more like a staycay. It wasn't really meant to necessarily be a vacation. It was just certain like things I wanted to do, like with the taco potluck, because I don't get a chance to fellowship like I would like to with my brothers and sisters in Christ. I work retail and I work for a huge giant corporation. Not going to mention any names. I don't know why I don't want to mention any names, but I just won't. But I work for a huge corporation, and I'm not saying they don't allow me to have Sundays off, but in retail, your biggest days are the weekends, obviously, and there's that. And I really haven't spoke up or said much of anything, which is my fault, about at least negotiating. If not every Sunday I can attend church with my family, but to be able to, maybe 2 Sundays a month, maybe the last 2 Sundays of the month where it's not maybe too busy. But it's almost like where I work at, no matter what, every Sunday is like the first of the month. So I don't know. It's a give and take. Or I would do like a take, if they were to give me every Sunday, I would basically do split days off instead of 2 days consecutive, which wouldn't be really thrilled about, because I believe you got to have 2 consecutive days off, just to regain your energy, your mental energy, your physical energy, just to refreshen yourself, like a reset. And I also use those days to accomplish things, to get things done, obviously. But I don't know. I really feel like it's much needed. But at the same time, I want to be with my church family. I want to fellowship with them. I want to go to church with my little family. Because there's a lot of good things that I'm missing out on. And I also I don't know, there have been times where I felt, and I need to be transparent about this, spiritually malnourished, because I'm not getting what I know I need. I'm not getting that full fellowship. I'm not, I go to Bible studies on Wednesday nights. And then, like I said, every once in a while, I'm able to go to church or whatever activities that they have, if I can. That's in the evenings, I try to do. Like last week, I had coffee with two of the elders and the pastor. And my wife's uncle, he usually does coffee with them also. He's also one of the elders. I like to just sit there and garnish whatever kind of wisdom that I can get from these men. Um, they they're definitely who I look up to and who I aspire, who I want to emulate, who I want to aspire. And I know first and foremost, look up to Christ. He's the one we should imitate. And then, but yeah, I mean, just simply having coffee with them, which I can't really, it depends. If it was on a Tuesday or Wednesday, I'd be able to. But I know they talked about shifting that time to Friday, which I'm at work, So, I mean, I try to do what I can. Or, the pastor even told me, hey, you know, because I told him, I'm a planner. I like to plan stuff out at least a week in advance, you know. And he told me that he's more of a random guy. So it's like, okay, well, maybe I'll plan to randomly show up for him. For him, it would be random. For me, it would be planned, I guess. Maybe on a Tuesday or Wednesday. I think a Wednesday. Because I think he's off on Tuesdays. I don't know. Maybe at any time. I'm not sure. I don't really like to just show up out of the blue without calling somebody first. I don't know. I'm weird like that. I mean, in a way, I grew up doing that, because my parents would at least I think they would randomly show up to people's houses. I know a lot of my family, they randomly just appear. And usually, it's not in the most inopportune times or anything like that. I guess back in the day, I don't know, like either you called from your house or you didn't call at all because nobody really had cell phones. At least not until most people didn't start really getting cell phones until I was in my late teens. But yeah, it's kind of, I don't even know how the whole conversation got started in the first place. Conversation. Well, I'm conversing with you guys, not with myself. But yeah, that's kind of where it stands right now. Doctor's appointment didn't go too bad. My A1C is still, pretty fairly decent. I do need to watch my potassium. They noticed my protein count is a little high with my kidneys, so that's something I gotta watch out for. I will keep you guys updated on that and everything. I have an appointment to see a specialist. Well, I will be setting up an appointment to see a specialist. Want to stay on top of that. So yes, I will be balancing my type 1 diabetes and kidney function. That's something to watch out for. And it's not that I've been doing poorly with anything. There are times where it's the blood sugar swings a lot of the times to where, say, I have a low at work or I have a low at home and I correct it, but I overcorrect it and boom, blood sugar goes high. So wait a little while, it kind of malingers up there a little bit. So then I have to correct it, and sometimes I may overcorrect it and blood sugar goes low. So it's all a matter of keeping it between the lines, of keeping it, for the most part, stable. And trying not to overcorrect either one. Because it's easy to overcorrect when you're having a low, because sometimes you might panic. And some people might say, well, don't panic. Well, unless you're a type 1 and unless you're having those issues, you're never going to understand. I'm sorry, but you won't. You may have family or friends that may be a type 1 and they may tell you what it's like. Okay, maybe from a knowledge standpoint, yes, you know what it's like. But from an experience standpoint, you don't know what it's like when you're going low. It's scary. It can definitely be scary. And doctors will tell you, oh, eat 15 grams of carbs and then check in 15 minutes. I could almost guarantee you're probably not going to, I mean, you may try a few times, but the last thing you're going to probably do is eat 15 grams of carbs. You're probably going to tear some stuff up, and I'm getting to the point now. I want to critique what I have, but I probably for sure am going to have more than 15 grams of carbs. I try to double that at first, I'll have 30 grams of carbs. I'll have a fast acting, some pineapple juice, or I'll have some apple juice, something like that. And then, I'll wait a little while. And if it still looks like it doesn't come up, I'll do I have some organic gummy bears. Bougie! But yeah, I'll have some organic gummy bears. And that usually tends to help. But yeah, I mean, that's where I'm at right now. I'm trying to balance. It's not that I don't eat Mediterranean, because I still do. But you know what? I'm human. There's also things from my past that I still eat. Do I eat those in excess still? No, not like I used to. But trying to adhere to, say, a Mediterranean diet for a type 1 that's also trying to watch their potassium levels. Not avoid potassium, but to not potassium stack. That's what they call 2 or 3 different types of potassium things. There's potassium in a whole lot of things, different preservatives, just different things you wouldn't even normally think of. And it's just all a matter of checks and balances and just balancing stuff out. And I've exhausted my research just about with different sources, different things, and I'm pretty confident and satisfied with everything. And honestly, I think it's going to improve things even more so. Every year, my relationship with food keeps improving. But like I said, there's still different things that, I'm still human and I still make mistakes. But, all right, guys, I guess I'm gonna check out. I might make another video here coming up pretty soon. With my, oh goodness, I can hear my chihuahua barking at some people walking by. I just got through dropping my son off at school. I got some gardening to do. Like I said, I probably will be making a gardening video starting out, because today's stuff is going in the ground. If you like this video, subscribe, guys. Hit like, and I'll see you on the next video. Okay, guys.